Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen, breaking news. Uganda has just passed an LGBT law criminalizing all those who identify as LGBT. Greetings in the name of the Most High, Emperor Haile Selassie I the First. Ladies and gentlemen, you know I'm Rastafari, soldier of Deep Roots TV. And if this is your first time tuning in, I'm asking you hit that red subscribe button. And we're going to have a great relationship, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Deep Roots TV. And if this is your first time tuning in, go ahead and hit that red subscribe button. I'm asking you, share the content, leave your comment, ladies and gentlemen. The Ugandan government has approved one of the world's most harsh anti-gay laws on Tuesday. According to the punishment of anyone caught identified as LGBT or in act of relating to this, punishable by death or being imprisoned for the maximum of 20 years. The new law represents a further crackdown on LGBTQ person in the nation where same-sex relationships were previously forbidden and subject to life sentence in prison. It forbade a variety of actions, including conspiracy to participate in homosexuality act and assisting in the spread of homosexuality. The measures state that indicated shows incident involving aggravated homosexuality, which is phrase used to describe a wide range of sex acts carried out against minors, those with physical or mental impairment by a serial offender or involve incest can result in death sentence by an appeal. A member of parliament, Musa Ikuwa, stated in parliament address that their aim was to protect their morals and culture. He went further to say that the law was made for themselves as adults, their children, and the generation that would follow. He also affirmed that the country would not waver in reinforcing the law and making sure that homosexuals had no place in the country. As I have a video here, ladies and gentlemen, of course, the United States of America stated that they are now threatening to pull AIDS from Uganda. The White House threatened to pull aid to Uganda over the anti-LGBT bill. I'm going to let you hear the video here from the parliament, and it appears that the entire Ugandan parliament is in agreement with the bill. So I don't understand how come the United States is threatening Uganda for making a bill for themselves. Listen to the video of the parliament.
In our country, we will have our morals. We will protect our children. And we are making this law. We are making this law for ourselves. We are making this law for our children. We are making this law for the children of our children. This country will stand firm. And once it passed, I can tell you, Madam Speaker, we are going to reinforce the law enforcement officers to make sure that homosexuals have no space in Uganda.
Now, this is the opposition party. It's not the party that's in, and they're introducing it bill, and it appears to have a bipartisan agreement. And the people of
we are
Uganda.
making this law for ourselves. We are making this law for our children. We are making this law for the children of our children. This country will stand firm. And once it passed, I can tell you, Madam Speaker, we are going to reinforce the law enforcement officers to make sure that homosexuals have no space in Uganda.
Now, as you see, there's a unified parliament on this particular bill, ladies and gentlemen. And like I said, the states, the White House, the United States have threatened to pull aid to Uganda over the anti-LGBT bill. So I'm asking the fans, the subscribers, the Africans of the world, the island people of the world, the melanation of the world, to let me know if this is, basically state terrorism when the United States do these kind of things, when they force the hand of certain people to accept their lifestyle or their cultural way. The White House is warning that the proposed Ugandan bill that would outlaw identifying as LGBT could threaten the U.S. aid to the African country. John Kirby, coordinator of strategic communication of the National Security Council, said Wednesday that if the law passes, the Biden administration would consider potentially recouping or perhaps even stop sending aid or economic assistance their way. That would be really unfortunate because so much of the economic assistance we provide Uganda is health assistance, Kirby said at press briefing. Hopefully it won't pass and he won't have to do anything. The United States provide more than $950 million in aid to Uganda each year, according to the State Department. The money supports development and health care measures such as combating HIV/AIDS. Uganda is already among 30 African countries that has been banned same-sex relations. The new proposal would broaden potential penalties and appear to be the first to outlaw identifying as LGBT, according to Human Rights Watch. The legislation, which passed Ugandan parliament on Tuesday, originally imposed up to 10 years in prison for homosexual offense, but the new version pushed through at the last minute carried the death penalty for what is described as aggravated homosexual offense involving minors, other vulnerable people, and life in prison for the offense of homosexuality. A person convicted of attempted aggravated homosexuality faced 14 years behind bars. The proposed law would declare all same-sex conduct non-consular criminal same-sex marriage and make it illegal to conduct a marriage ceremony between people of the same sex. It would also threaten prosecution and imprisonment for people that's isolated or identify, including the media. The distribute and conduct of advocating gay rights or promotes homosexuality, according to the BBC. Supporters of the law say it is needed to push a broad array of LGBT activities away from the culture of the African tradition, values, and the religion of the country. This country will stand firm, and once it is passed, I can tell you, Madam Speaker, we are going to reinforce the law enforcement officers to make sure that homosexuals have no space in Uganda. Musa Ikiwe, a member of the Ugandan parliament, said as the bill was considered. Human Rights Watch urged Ugandan lawmakers to withdraw the proposal. The criminalization of consensual same-sex conduct contribute to the climate in which violence and discrimination against LGBT people is widespread, the non-governmental organization said. The bill still required the signature of President Yoweri Museveni to become law. Although he hasn't commented on the specific legislation, Museveni has previously supported anti-LGBTQ measures. Museveni signed a previous law that had toughened laws against the LGBT community by Ugandan Constitution Court, nullifying it in 2014 solely because it passed Parliament without a required quorum. White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre said that Biden's administration has grave concern about what would be the most extreme anti-gay law in the world. If the bill is signed into law and enacted, It would infringe on universal human rights, jeopardize progress in the fight against HIV, against the terrorism and investments in Uganda, and damage Ugandan international reputation. She said no one should be attacked, imprisoned, or killed simply because of who he or she, whom they love. Secretary of State Antony Blinken also commented on the proposal Wednesday on Twitter. The anti-homosexual act passed by the Ugandan parliament yesterday would undermine fundamental human rights of all Ugandan and could reverse gains in the fight against homosexual AIDS and HIV. Blinken wrote, "We urge the Ugandan government to strongly reconsider the implementation of this legislation." The State Department has said that Uganda has experienced relative political stability and economical growth under Museveni, who came to power in 1986, but still face significant human rights, government, and democracy deficits. According to 2022 State Department of sheet, Uganda is reliable partner of the United States in promoting stability and combating terrorism in the region. Kirby said Tuesday that United States foreign policy support expanding human rights throughout the world. We are never going to shy away or be bashful about speaking up for those rights and for individuals to live as they deem fit, as they want to live, he said. And that's something that's a core part of our foreign policy, and it will remain so. Now, if you hear what's in these articles here, basically the United States is threatening an African nation to withdraw money from them because the government, the parliament, and the people has decided against certain lifestyle that is culturally European. You see, a great man once said, when you accept the culture of another nation, then you are truly enslaved. And because this is a Greco-Roman culture, I'm speaking of homosexuality, because of the money and the strength and the strong arm of the United States, whenever another nation decide that because of their cultural, because of their religious, because of their cleanliness, because of their courage or any quorum or decor, why they choose not to mix and mingle in homosexuality, it becomes a threat financially, economically. And you hear they're speaking about there has been a fight against HIV and AIDS. So what they're saying that, if you pass this law, there's going to be a spike in that area. But they don't look at the point that by Ugandan lawmakers making that illegal, they're also pushing a fight against those kind of diseases. So ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to bring this to the forefront and, ask your opinion. What you think about this? Do you think that Uganda has the right or is correct on this? Or do you think that the United States have the right to impose embargoes, bans? Basically, they're blackmailing other countries with their money to accept their lifestyle and their cultural philosophy. Now, of course, Jean-Pierre is going to say, it's wrong because, of course, she herself is a part of that, LGBTQ or STU team. So it's no bashing or anything like that of anyone, but it's having the right as a country to have the right to choose as a nation, because democracy is supposed to be a majority rule. So if the majority of the parliament and the majority of the people decide that, they don't want that lifestyle in their country, I think that, the United States should not blackmail the people them or the country by telling them that, if you push through this law, then we are not going to send you no more money. So I want you to chime in on this particular topic. Y'all going to give thanks for watching it. Subscribe, like, and share if you have not subscribed as yet, my families and friends. I do have a couple more topics to talk about, so, I'm going to kind of switch out the title them and allow some of my families and friends them to see a thing to you, say, big up on yourself, subscribe, like, and share.
Yeah, man, big up Deep Roots TV, Caution Sesame. Big up Deep Roots TV.
Yo, this one is for the youths. Yeah, you're watching Deep Roots. I know you're cute.
Deep Roots TV.
Big up Deep Roots TV.
Shout out to Deep Roots, bro. Shout out Deep Roots TV.
Tune in to Deep Roots TV. Log in, subscribe, online, YouTube. Get there or be square. Jack Webby said that.
Log on to Deep Roots TV.
Alright, my families and friends. You know how the systems work. I actually want to speak about, Cambridge and the robber who got through the other day. So, bear with me a second. Let me just click this off. Yeah, the dancehall artist Cambridge, fortunately, is keeping rich. Y'all ganti. And I man want to say hats off to all the Jamaican police them. And the fact say Cambridge have camera, I want to big up Cambridge for being smart, because this is the way that you're going to help solve some of the crimes, because that's what I've been saying for a while. Now the dancehall artist, unfortunately, was taken for a couple of $1 million while he was not around at the time. He was not at his Portmore location. And it's an unfortunate situation, because he seems to got taken back in around the 13th or so over the weekend. And it appears that the suspected burglar has been caught. Then, because it's being reported here that Cambridge Airbnb burglary suspect was arrested, and the singer recovered his Rolex and his chain. But I really that alone him get back, because he's thanking his lucky star right now. So he recovered the chain and a Rolex were about 25,000 US feet. The police corporate communication unit has confirmed that the man, a suspect that robbed the entertainer Cambridge, has been arrested and remanded. He's now in custody. The suspect will be transferred to the Greater Portmore Police in the St. Catherine area, where the investigation will be continued and probe into the case. Now, in a them place there, you know I'm saying forget a beating. I don't promote no violence, but you can't go in a Portmore and go rip off Cambridge. You fall. The telephone thing, DJ revealed that the collection of his chain and Rolex at the Constant Spring tax office, St. Andrew, from a bus driver after following several leads. He did not, however, recover the cash that was stolen. The DJ credited the street network, fans, and the police for quickly recovering his cherished items. Me never expect to get back no money. But from me get back my Rolex, plus my chain, and my belt, me good, he said. Over the weekend, the DJ had reported to the police that an Airbnb apartment that was rented in Portmore had been burglarized. Yeah, by a lone thief who forced open a kitchen window and move out over $50,000 worth of cash and other valuable items. The police theorized that the culprit gave the bus driver the items to hold for him. On Sunday, the police confirmed that Keepridge made a report to the Greater Portmore Police Station, and his $25,000 Rolex watch and gold chain and more than $12,000 US and several other items were stolen. His Burberry sunglasses value of $450 US and cash amounting to 15,300 Canadian and approximately 33,000 were also taken. So it appears that through Cambridge, a big man in the street, them boy I know say anywhere a man see him with that the Rolex or chain, he might get a beating. So when him going to jail at Portmore right now, he might really realize who Cambridge is. And them boy have to know themselves and any people on the rip off. People make me know what I say about this case here, because either somebody a pray Cambridge wicked or I want fool when I know who him I mess with. You know what the man name? Cambridge. The man is stay rich. Him still rich. So big up yourself, Cambridge. Big up yourself, the street. You see it? How the street work? How the social media work? You are going to take the streets always solve the crime, people. And more than likely, I'm bridging them. Set up the scamming. Because you know if you're not scamming in yard, you're not yamming. And more life and more joy and more happiness. Yeah, bless up on yourself. Now, I have another story where I and I man view in the newspaper where, you know, I and I man have to touch my girl. And it's the beautiful dancehall queen Spice. She forward back out again. Let me take off Cambridge off of the screen here, so. She forward out again. And I say, boy, like people are play a hate pan her. I don't know what wrong with Spice and her cocky eye. But the dancehall queen Spice forward and tell people say, haters are going to tired for see our face. And that enough a joke out on a yai. If you don't want to see her. So I and I man, I gonna make all me look up. Make my cousin see a one thing. No. Make the white girl I get a bus, cause me know say you no probably never see her before.
Watching Deep Roots TV.
Yeah, greetings and salutations, families and friends. Yeah, you know it's your favorite Rastaman again. It's Rastafari Soldier here of Deep Roots TV, and if this is your first time tuning in, hit the red subscribe button. I and I man favorite female artist, Grace Latoya Hamilton, aka Spice, the dancehall queen. Yeah, I give it to her because she have put it in the work, if you know what I mean. She forward and tell all her haters that she's not going anywhere. And if you don't want to see her, joke out on her yai. And I mean she a talk about. Cause me like this Spice. You understand? Me love this Spice. I just don't like when she a lie to everybody. So the dancehall queen is on the scene, if you know what I mean, once again. And Spice has a little video here where it's just a little clip. I have a little clip of her. And she said, boy, all our haters, them, for stop hate pan her. Because she not stop do what she a do. Because she's the queen of dancehall, if you know what I mean. Now the queen of dancehall, Spice, in our little video right here. Let me show you the clip. Hitting back on a lot of naysayers or people who have been criticizing her for her latest so-called trick or scam. Because it seems like it's a prank. This girl pranked the place. I come talk about she did a breed. So here she is.
You tired to see me? Well, juke out your eye, bitch, and blind your blood clot self, because I ain't going nowhere. You tired to see me?
Yeah.
Well, juke out your eye, bitch, and blind your blood clot self, because I ain't going nowhere. You tired to see me? Well, juke out.
Yeah, remember it's the same woman where just forward few days ago acting as if she was godly, you know. Acting as if she had a new premonition and she was gonna change her concept or her mind, as if that she went to an ordeal and the Most High have brought her to a new revelation. Listen
you
out.
To see me? Well, juke out your eye, bitch, and blind your blood clot self, because I ain't going nowhere. You tired to see me?
Yo, Spice,
Well,
don't keep it at the media still, you know. Me have a real tired, you know. But you see, when you don't have no talent, the tricks and the games are going to fade away sooner or later. You understand, Spice? So me I suggest that you actually write some good song so people can remember say you just too good song. Because all this little thing here where you do, all them thing here is just gimmicks. And people sit through gimmicks. You understand? People sit through gimmicks. Because every week you get up and you're there on the social media and go on like say, somebody hate for you. And nobody no hate for Spice, man. You know, so we love your Spice. So we don't like you if you actually do some good music so we can say, see there, Spice really do some good music. But you not do no good music. Appear like skin out and hype thing you depend. You not do nothing where the youths them can gravitate to. So me I suggest say you do that. I'm suggesting say you do some tune where the youths them can gravitate to, because it appears you just pay gimmicks you can come out and do. Because every day we get up and we're looking at the news and we see the same thing from you. Gimmicks. Same gimmicks over and over and over. Here you come now with a little clip and make it seem like say somebody is hating on you. Because in this short clip here, where you look like say here is some blue pixie dahlia or something. You don't tell nobody where they go at the yard go do. I know. But after a short clip, the dancer queen appears to be back in her blue made-up set, because she returned with a message to give everyone, yeah, that who don't want to see her. So she not go nowhere. Uploading a video to Instagram, she stated, "You tired to see me? Well, juke out your eye. Be atch. And blind your blood. Cause I ain't going nowhere." Many speculate that she is either sending a message to Amari, who say that she will be the next dancehall queen, or to Talop, who was being taking digs at Spice, her multiple body improvement surgery and using Instagram as a way to pull stunt and stay relevant. The post was captioned, "If you don't want to see me, better go blind, cause I promise you, can't get rid of me. God is my rock." After the tape measure entertainer delivered her message, Shalom M said, "Please don't be praising God and using Satan bad word at the same time." To which Spice replied, "Stop it. I know you have more sense than that. How can our language be Satan words? Hi. Despite some negative comments about her word choice, a lot of Spice fans welcome her back and encourage her to speak her mind. A them thing you wanna love. A them thing you wanna love. What you mean words can't be Satan language? A them thing they wanna want. That's why you no mix up in a no devil pixie dress up witchcraft thing. And a slice and a dibble and a dice and a bleach. You no have no courage. You no have no love. You no have no care for yourself. You no void in values. You are going to tell a long time you see you in your LGBT, in your wigs, in your paint. You will do anything and then come back act like a saint. Say you're there at the Toronto Pride Tour. We nah forget certain things and you can't check with no more. Your shine is going to go away because people realize how you stay. I love you, but you are dancehall queen and you need for doing some dancehall tune if you know what I mean. But instead, because of your lack of talent, you continue, like the person said, just doing skits, doing BBL. One day, unfortunately, you're going to run and slide and fell. We don't see say you slide on the pride side of life. We don't say what you are do. We don't say so you are sell out with culture for your little hype. Because the social media there, you don't need no promotion no more. And you realize some people can be easily fooled. But remember, we go a good school. See you, yeah?
You tired for see me?
Listen what she said.
Well, juke out your eye, bitch, and blind your blood clot self, because I ain't going nowhere. You tired for see me? Well, juke out your eye, bitch, and blind your blood clot self, because I ain't going nowhere. You
few days
for see
ago,
me?
she did make you know, say, a God save her, and she did act godly. But now worry yourself, because you think, say, because man forgetful, the most I forgetful. You say your first post after that where you drop. Are you certain dialect where you know it's not hot? And when people are point out, say, don't be using those kind of defaming language. You tell people, joke out them yai. And I call them female dog. I understand because the love that your fans have for you, a real love. But I think them deserve some more respect from you because you are a queen, a dance hall queen. Big up yourself, me queen, if you know what I mean. But the girl that cry wolf, gonna cry one day. And nobody a go want to hear what you say. I warn you. Yeah, you're gloat and gallivanting in your fame. And your ability to be able to trick people and lie. But with your flattering lips and your deceiving tongue, just like how you rise with it, so your career could die. Be careful how you are style. Be careful, cause style will spoil. You hear what you call we? Be at. You tell we say don't say you. Now look upon you. Well, I'm in the media, in the social media to report, the Jamaican news. And that's what I do. If you're in the superstardom and the light shine upon you, I don't pick and choose. Good, bad, or indifferent. Me love you, me dancehall queen. Do some dancehall music. And stop the fashion lying. And stop the gimmicks. Cause it's only Jamaican faith you're trying. We know say you want to be in highlight. Do want good tune. That's all you have to do. Cause you are the dancehall queen. And people going to challenge you and talk about you if you know what I mean. Now, families and friends, there appears to be a rash of robberies going on in Jamaica. And it appears like it become fun now because the same millennium guard them, three of them commander attack and get shot. Another bank robbery or an attempt at one because the same Portmore Pines Plaza, them man them wet up the ends. A group of standbys, people up on the balcony, witness a barrage of gunfire. Ladies and gentlemen, the footage came in. Me cut the audio because I might get violated by the Yoto Palace because the amount of petrol where them boy beat straight, it's unbelievable. If this no set up, if them thing here is not a part of a plan with the government, me no name what me name. If it's not a part, how come them pass new gun law? Right? And a peer high power knockings a bit. How? How come them just pass new weapons law and now a peer petrol, peer robbery, same place, same time. 3 Beryllium guards has been shot in the Portmore Pines Plaza attack. Head of the corporate communication unit of the Jamaican Constable Force, Senior Superintendent of Police Stephanie Lindsay has confirmed that 3 of the security guards were shot and injured after an attack on the Beryllium van in Portmore, St. Catherine. Lindsay said several high-power weapons were fired at the guards about 12:40 p.m. as they serviced a Scotiabank ATM. This is getting out of control, family. This is getting ridiculous. Because at the same place, the man them hijacked the JN. Done one eye security and wet up one of them wickedly. End up in a hospital. Now, Stephanie Lindsay says a number of shots were fired. At the end of the shooting, 3 of the security guards were shot and injured. She stated that the injuries to the security guards are serious but not life-threatening. The police were assisting the Jamaica Defense Force that are seeking to apprehend these perpetrators. 2 vehicles believed to have been used in the attacks were recovered at Lakes Pen in St. Catherine. Lindsay said that while members of the public might be understandable concerned about the safety using automatic teller machine, the recent attack appeared to be targeted. Based on what we're seeing is that they are not targeting individuals who are utilizing banks per se. They are more inclined to target couriers. The 2 incidents that we saw, they actually were directed at the company that transport the money, she explained. She said that the police will be holding discussions with Millennium to make recommendations regarding improving the security of the operation, but notice that no systems is foolproof. From the first attack, the man them pay have police escort or have police sitting in the parking lot. But the police them are no fool. Cause them boy don't care. Them are hot-head, them head don't cool. Them could not have soldier there. You need an armored vehicle. And multiple people looking out. They give back suppression fire. I don't understand. Then if you have two separate robbery of the same company, you don't need a genius to know that this is systematic and targeting. A fool in a tech man for. But again, in Jamaica, if you're not scamming, you're really not yamming. Inside job written all over this. No regular man, now get up and beat it for no security like this. And plus, the security guard should have been on heightened alert. So that means if somebody know the routine and know how many people are there. So this have to be a systematic thing that's coming from inside or an ex-employee. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Now, I saw an article for the last week or so and I haven't spoken about it. Because I never wanted them to feel like, say, yo, I bash the artist. But we'll talk about it. We'll talk about this particular artist when we see like something is up with her, you know. But it's not even her. Our ex-man. You know what I wonder who that. But this segment more want to talk about Jada Kingdom. Yeah, it is Jada. I want to talk about Jada Kingdom. Our ex-man seems to have gotten arrested. What's his name? Nas EBK. And boy, recently me hear say Jada was pregnant and she lost the baby. So, let me make a call for your keys here, I think, for a second for the one here. Jada Kingdom, ex-boyfriend, I guess fiance, Nas EBK has been arrested for murder. We're going to talk about that one here. So you have this youth here, Nas EBK. And when we see Jada with this youth here, I was wondering if Jada, something are going on with Jada. Because it's obvious you could see upon this youth your face that there's trouble. And since Jada a link with a youth here, it look like she get lighter and she get thinner. So either him have her upon some lean or some kind of illegal substance where yard people not deal with it. But last week I noticed the article here that, drill rap Nas EBK has been reportedly arrested and charged for a failed YouTube prank gone wrong, according to Say Cheese on Twitter, and it's been reported all over the internet now. The New York drill rapper Nas EBK, who was recently arrested for a failed YouTube prank, has been arrested and charged with second-degree murder after his allegedly killed a 22-year-old man in Times Square shooting last month. The post was uploaded with above caption and a picture of the New York City rapper being dragged away in handcuffs. Now, can you imagine? You do a prank and end up murdering someone. Now, Nas EBK was born named Nazir Valenzuela, has been participating in a series of YouTube pranks with random strangers that have been getting out of hand when the other party does not take kindly of the situation. In these instances, the rapper, instead of playing off the situation and admitting to the prank, also got serious, resulted in an argument. This included getting physical and backing his knife on the ShopRite employee during a prank. The shooting that Nas has been arrested and charged occurred last month, according to the police, about 5:37 on February 9th, 2023. He was pulling a prank involving a gun on a 22-year-old Idrissa Sibli, when reports state that Sibli was shot at the corner of 44th Street in Times Square in New York. The young man escaped from the area of the shooting. However, he passed out on the run and succumbed to his wound at Mount Sinai West Hospital. Nas was later arrested and charged. In the comment section of the post, Kulo said, "I need his real name. Nobody heard of him," while another person stated, "Sounds like the YouTube prank end up working out." Now, it's a shame that we constantly look away to look at money off of people. Because when you prank somebody, a scam, you scam everybody. You scam the audience out of real content. Yeah, we find it funny. Now, Richard K. on Twitter says, "No more music for him." RLRTHR said, "NGL, I thought this was JA." Yeah, because he used to date her. He used to date our artist. Now, Jada Kingdom appears that she might have some kind of dope issue. Me not talk about grades or herbs. Me not talk about the ancients. It's obvious when you see an artist, when you look on Jada, look at Jada. Jada used to look totally different than that. Them always look like she have an spider upon them, some chalantula upon them. Her skin obviously getting pale as she a bleach. Mercury increasing the toxicity in her head. So the other day when she talk about her baby dead, I probably did a mercury slap off the head. Or she got dash it wet. Cause within a month or two she out on stage a Turk. She was not really hurt. She dep on something, people. I'm not making this about Jada, but I am calling it out to people to tell Jada, come off of the dope where she dep on. Because see there, she did anytime you see somebody start put tattoo on their neck and on their face, they got a psychological issue. So if you don't know Jada, you don't need her to come off of the dope. Take her to a psychiatrist, psychologist, make sure she's okay. Get her a good therapist. You hear what I say? Because me are looking at this, and I can't believe a so-called star, a rapper, you have to be pranking people. Pandarium said, "Serious question. You have one life to live, and you are willing to throw it away for lifestyle." WRL says, "Times Square 2, he done. Yeah. RSC said, good, needs to be off the street. Video Mixer says, Nas EBK arrested for assault and terroristic threat at a chauffeurette in Rochester Park doing a prank. Wow. Wow. Oh, sorry, at a ShopRite. Sorry, people, ShopRite. This is unbelievable. And I'm supposed to be a star. Well, Jada, it seemed like Jada Kingdom saw it coming. Like she saw it coming. Joke thing. But him a rapper and him a prank people, him a prankster. Joke thing. Unbelievable, family. Why? When we have a lifestyle, when we have the money, we just find many reasons and many ways for that shit way. We just find many ways for that shit way, family and friends. It's just a shame. Now, I also saw this case, this whole case here, where they're saying that a 15-year-old, right? A 15-year-old was bullied. So, at that leave to she taking her life. So, me look into this, and the other day we saw some bullying going on with a young man in a school there, which wasn't a good sight because it went all over the world and exposed certain things that has been going on in Jamaica for a while. If I'm a local bit, we know some people that get grub. A 15-year-old dies as a result of bullying in Trelawney, as her mother give details.
Yes. Big up Deep Roots TV every time. Blessings, Rasta Soji, I already know. Bless up.
See, on Tuesday, March 14, Nastasia Turner, a 15-year-old Homewood Technical High School student from Mendelstown, Trelawney, was pronounced dead after she fell and hit her head. Reports state that Turner was the victim of bullying, which derived from questions about child paternity, and that the family member involved the cousin of the deceased, also 15-year-old, was taken into custody. According to the Jamaican Observer, who spoke to Turner's mother, Latoya Reese, her daughter was being bullied by her niece because Turner's father had refused to accept paternity. Reese stated that the bullying extended to the school and she made trips there to order to address the matter. However, it was futile. Reese tried to get her daughter a transfer, but that too came to nothing. She said that the principal of her daughter's school wrote to her 2 recommendation letter of transfer of both Spalding High and Christiana High, but she was turned away with the reason of not being able to do a transfer in the middle of the school term. Reese voiced that she did everything that she could to protect her daughter, including going to the police and speaking to the bully's parent. However, she said, the wait a bit police went with me to one of the kids' house to speak to her parents. That did not bother Natasha anymore, But her cousin continued to trouble her. And the bullying got so bad that her daughter wanted to quit school. Explaining further, Reese said that she tried everything to get the bullying to stop, but none of the family members did anything, and the father of the child only responded by saying that they were just children. The death of her daughter has left her traumatized, and she vocalized that she has not been able to sleep or eat since her death. I saw when the cousin pushed her and she dropped on her head, she revealed. The two girls were said to have been fighting when they fell and the deceased hit her head. On the day Turner died, she had complained to her mom that her cousin and her friend stole and hit her school bag. John know boy, I tell you, them people are just, them cross everywhere. Reese told the story of how later that day she heard a scream and had looked to her other daughter, who always sit down on the road rolling down the hill, and was told that the cousin pushed her down into the bushes. I ran to take her out of the bushes, and Natasha also came to help me with her sister. Natasha asked her why she cannot behave herself. Reese continued, after that, the cousin also pushed Turner, which was the decisive act that caused her to fall and hit her head. While the deceased lay on the ground unmoving, Turner's father brought the cousin to the police station, according to Reese. This is unbelievable. So, our little cousin and I have an argument over and over about a belly. Can you hear how them are pretty it up about the argument started because of a paternity argument? And the mother said she got to how much school for transfer. A joke thing this. Them say reports say that Turner was a victim of bullying which developed from questions about the child's paternity. So me don't know if them say she a jacket or if she have a little baby or whatever, but them say the child's about the child's paternity. Yeah, them never say she pregnant. So them probably I say she a jacket. And family members involved was the cousin of the deceased 15-year-old. She's also 15-year-old. So right now she's in custody. She's locked up because she pushed down her 15-year-old cousin. She lick her head and kill her. A joke thing this. But at the end of the day, mommy acting like she don't have much to do with this. The other family member them a say your daughter a jacket. But it really don't matter. It's still your cousin. A some joke thing this. Reese is in mourning. The mother of the daughter is in mourning. She states that she's asked for transfer to both Spalding High and Christiana High. But she was turned away because they said they could not transfer her in the middle of the school term. Shameful. Now, the woman don't have no picnic. No picnic at all for go to school. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm asking you to leave your comment on this one. Tell me if you ever had any experience of bullying in school in Jamaica. Because we all been through it. We all been through it. Now, in the parish that the people them consider them country people, wanting to overstand say the government of Jamaica is urging farmers to participate in a crop that is really on a boom worldwide. Jamaica's government urges farmers to take advantage of the castor oil market. And me I tell you, some me did have whole heap of them chia upon me land, you know. A day, me move them up. But guess what? Me can get whole heap of... Matter of fact, me have somebody see them, me have to go plant it back. It's been reported, ladies and gentlemen, all farmers listen up, all Jamaican farmers, you know, listen up. Farmers are being urged to take advantage of the castor oil market. And them planted, the castor oil plant, them not hard for grow, them not take long for grow, and them not have whole heap of maintenance. The castor oil market has grown globally, people, to over $2.33 billion US. Oh no, heard what I said. Billion, me say. Me never say mil. Me never say thousand. I mean, I talk Jamaican money. The Jamaican farmers and other stakeholders are being encouraged to collaborate to explore the full potential of the local castor oil market that we get from the being Ministry of State and the Ministry of Transportation. I'm talking about mining. Also, you know, J.C. Hutchinson, big up yourself, my Ministry of State and Ministry of Transportation and Mining. J.C. Hutchinson, who made the call, said that there is an opportunity to tap into the high demand of Jamaican black castor oil, noting that the global market for the product is valued up to 100 million US. This is a truly Jamaican product that most that is branded Jamaican in every way, and it suggests that the committee to establish, comprising the Jamaican Bauxite Institute, Jamaican 4-H Club, the Scientific Research Council and the Processor, Farmers, Jamnalco, Jamaica Baptist Union, and the Inter-American Institute of Cooperation of Agriculture under the chairmanship of the Rural Agricultural Development Authority. We are talking about RADA. Hutchinson says we need to collaborate how we can get the maximum profitability and yield out of these plants. We have asked and are speaking at the FBI's Castro Industry Forum, dubbed the Black Castor Oil Liquid Gold Untapped, at the Gulf View Hotel in Mandeville, Manchester. March 15, Hutchinson said, to realize the potential of the local castor oil bean, Jamaica needs to have a structured program which ensures that processors have consistently have the supply to produce these products. Currently, the product, which has gained popularity worldwide, is not a major farm crop in the island. This is too much of an important product for it to be faltering by the wayside. I feel strongly about it, so let us together make it work, Hutchinson said. Ministry of Agriculture and Fishery, Colonel Charles Jr., in his remarks cited that we need to train and have organization and planning to maximize the opportunity in the industry across the world. You are looking at 75 million US to 100 million US worth of opportunities in this liquid gold. So we have a massive global opportunity. There is more than enough reason to move to develop the local castor oil industry, he said. Now, more than ever, when we push for grow smart, eat smart, we are saying to Jamaica, it is essential. It is essential to understand the sector and to utilize every inch of the land, refine and processing and utilizing the research, and to develop to maintain our standards. The ministry added, Charles urged farmers to ensure that they are understanding and looking close at the scientific and the different types of seeds and how they will fare in different parts of the island before planting them. Currently, a study has been done on Jamaican black castor oil bean at the University of West Indies, Mona, under the leadership of Director of the Mona Institute of Applied Science, Dr. Howard Reed. This is being undertaken through a grant facilitated by the JBU and the Inter-American Development Bank. Upon conclusion, the finding will guide the process of securing the intellectual property rights of the Jamaican black castor oil for our country. For many years, several companies globally have been producing their own oil, but falsely labeling it Jamaican. President of the Jamaican Castor Oil Industry Association, Courtney Hunton, said most of the product being marketed as Jamaican black castor oil are fake. The only way we can claw back what is ours is if our people secure our intellectual property rights. The process included research now underway at the Mona Institute to Applied Scientists, and he noted other arguments are including standardization of the product, which assistance of the Bureau of Standards Jamaica, and the product compliance is meeting product standards acceptance in the global market. Registration of the Jamaican Intellectual Property Office will be the next step, and initially dialogue has begun. Our next objective is to protect market integrity, because we will need strategic alliance with people who have the capacity to seek out those who violate our rights and to protect those who legal action, Hunton said. The association has also forged partnership with the National Council of the Technical Vocational Education of the Training and the JBU to develop a curriculum for training and certification of industry participants. Already there is a level of one module for planting, reaping, and storage of castor oil beans, which has been ratified by this NCTV ET board. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I do have these castor oil beans, so me I go farm them up, if you know what I mean. The Jamaican government encourages farmers and all the citizens to plant up the castor oil beans, because the farmers and the Jamaican government are going to tap into the market. Them say the market, the worldwide market, is 2.33 billion, and Jamaican are run out about 75 to 100 million dollar worth of it. Look here, we are going to truly produce this oil, and it's going to carry brand Jamaica in everywhere. That is what we are saying. Now, I want the people them to leave in a comment. If you don't know this plant, do you know the castor oil bean plant? Let me know, because I have it grow wild on my property. Sometimes I kill it off and sometimes it come back. From me dig up certain spot, the beans them always there. And if you know how to reap them, certain time in the sun hot, them just prop. Big up on yourself. All of the country people, them listen what me say. Jamaica look like, say them now go make with castor oil, them get where, like how everybody come pirate with the thing. You hear what the Rasta man I say? Jamaica's government are urging the farmers them to take advantage of the castor oil market that's worldwide. Jamaica already in it 75 to 100 million. So now plant up the castor oil, and we're studying it at the University of West Indies, Mona, to make sure say people worldwide not thief with thing them, cause that's all they do. Them pirate with thing, and them take what we think and go make whole heap of money out of it. Always showing them where we sing. More life, more joy, more happiness, people. Big up on yourself. Jamaica again, urging farmers, urging them, please plant up the castor oil, bean them, because the world want it. It's one of the world's best laxative and hair product too. So big up on yourself. When you know what I'm talking about, do what you're doing. And since we're up on the farming from evening till a morning. I want to do another farming vlog. You are going to? Yeah. Hundreds of farmers in a me island of Jamaica. St. Elizabeth, Jamaica, big up on yourself, will be getting a lot of sprinklerization. We're talking about drip irrigation. Paper. A long time we need it. I cannot believe that the government been holding out on we so long. Listen, hundreds of farmers. St. Elizabeth is to benefit from over $200 million of this drip irrigation scheme. Now, when we hear them say scheme, it make me think say a scamming, you know. So I hope Mr. Brown, upper Saturday, I will be circling you ASAP. Me no want hear no crap. I want my assistance with the drip irrigation because hills me there, and guess what? The rain have not been falling and the whole place dry. So the Jamaican government says hundreds of farmers in St. Elizabeth to benefit from $200 million worth of irrigation, and that is US money. The most honorable Andrew Holness make a point during the presentation in the budget of the 2023-24 saying that St. Elizabeth, Jamaica, hundreds of farmers in the community, Flagman, Greenfield, Southfield, and Top Hill in St. Elizabeth are to benefit from $200 million US federal planned irrigation scheme, which with this, the government is moving ahead. Now, Prime Minister Andrew Holness has made this announcement during his contribution to the 2023-24 budget debate in the House of Representatives last week, March 16. Holness informed that the project will be financed through the cabinet of the government resource grant and a loan funded from the French government. He said that though the support of the French government is there, we are undertaking a feasible study, taking water from Black River and using it to irrigate the plains of St. Elizabeth. Not only is the project feasible, but the team of the French engineer have already designed the system and costed it into its implementation, Holness said. He said that the plains of St. Elizabeth are among the most fertile in the country, and farmers, despite not having irrigation, have proven to be the best in the world. The Prime Minister further informed that the project will be designated in a national strategic project. Holness also told the House that the government, with support of the United Kingdom, has undertaken the biggest spending in the Jamaican history on irrigation, having invested billions in Essex Valley Irrigation Scheme to serve part of St. Elizabeth, Manchester, and Southern Plain Irrigation Scheme, which will serve farmers in part of Clarendon and in St. Catherine. He said that although the project's experienced challenge during the COVID-19 pandemic, they are now moving at pace. Now, ladies and gentlemen, me want big up me Prime Minister, bro God, His Excellent Honorable Andrew Holness, the most honorable, I should say, PV. Yeah, I'm talking about Privy Council dads. Am I looking at me parish and I make them know say I am too embarrassed. not to be more nourished. Jamaica's food basket, St. Elizabeth, when it get dry, the place I get fried, me not lie. And we have so much river, so much springs, and so much lake. And them a go like them want take with the bait. Me give thanks, say finally, the Frenchman and the same colonial Englishman has diverted their starvation from Jamaica and invested millions of dollars to keep the slavery going on the plantation. I guess I should be happy with that one. Why we could not come up with our own funds? Why we have to get France and England engineer to work with Brackermaster? So that means the Essex Valley irrigation scheme that has been put by and brought by the English, the UK, the undertaking of the biggest spending in Jamaica's history, irrigation. That means there's going to be exportation and there's going to be collaboration with the United Kingdom and the Jamaican to continue the preparation of or the perpetuation of the enslavement of my people. Means you gotta work me out and discount me for easy money. And if me not do it, you gotta bring in the machine and nyam when me for eat. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you how I see it. Jamaica's government sell we out again to the French and sell we out again to UK. When we could not irrigate up with one thing and sell them food. You see what we did? We act like we smart and act like we rude, but we really crude. We went to England and we get the government to support one of the biggest undertaking of spending in Jamaica's history in irrigation. They have invested billions in the Essex Valley irrigation scheme that is supposed to serve part of St. Elizabeth, Manchester, and the Southern Plain irrigation scheme, which is to serve the farmers in St. Catherine and Clarendon, Yoagantia. And now they're boasting that France is about to spend another 200 million in the Pedro Plains irrigation scheme, which is on the move, moving ahead, although COVID did kick it off and stop it. Now them are release it that say, hey, the government of France a buy out with land and I use with best farmland in a St. Elizabeth for feed France people, them we are go dead for hungry. And England I do the same in a Clarendon, my lord, and in a St. Elizabeth. So at the same old thing, the modern thing, the modern grim, the modern slavery come back again in a me place. At least them a pay me more life and more joy and more happiness. And that me I say, you are going to. Now, I just say me cover to farming, because I'm about the farming from evening till a morning. You are going to. I'm going in at the entertainment now because I noticed that I man Queen Africa, the reggae queen, just received an award from Gifted and Black Reggae Dancehall Icon Award. Now, I noticed that Queen Africa is looking a little bit unblack, I should say, like she's a little bit light skinner from the other day. So, I want to make me know if I bleach, she a bleach, or if it's the wrong thing I'm teaching. Because it look like she a bleach for real. I don't know when it look like Africa upon a bleaching thing. Or she's staying inside because of the curfew. But the fire mama Queen Africa received an added rank in the Rasta Army, because she has just added the 2023 Young, Gifted and Black Entrepreneur Award, the Reggae and Dancehall Music Entertainer Icon Award, and Hall of Fame inductee. Yeah, she has just added that to her accolades. In a release which was posted on the website, the YGB, Young, Gifted and Black organization, noted that Queen Africa, whose given name is Ventrice Morgan, had added another accolades bestowed upon her in the 18th annual Black Tie Gala and a fundraiser in Queens, New York on February 22nd. But it was officially presented to her in person last week at the Rocks Hotel in Kingston. Queen Ifrica's schedule only allowed acceptance of her honor virtually that night. However, organizers were able to arrange with her to have an interview virtually at the Rock Hilton Kingston in Kingston, a private meeting greeting reception today to present a person their prestige honor. The release note, Queen Africa was also presented with a U.S. congressional proclamation for the Honorable Congresswoman Yvette D. Clarke, a U.S. Senator resolution from the Honorable Senator Kevin Parker, and a mayoral citation from the Honorable New York City Mayor Eric L. Adams. The young, gifted, and black stated. Now, Queen Africa told the Gleaner newspaper that she was at a presentation was humbling, and at the moment she was accepting in her career. This is my legacy more than anything else. I think it's about legacy and the fact that I am being recognized by people who are impacted by my music and by what I do as a public figure. I'm humbled, more so because it was done of their own accord. I'm just humble. These people saw my name and thought I was deserving of such honor, she told the publication. Queen Ifrica's music career began in 1995 after she sung at a local talent show or a contest in Montego Bay in her hometown. She became a part of the Toba Rebel Flames production in 1998 after the Fresh Vegetable DJ heard her regard of a clean vocals and saw that she was unmistakable to the quality of a person and a performance too, and she showed honor and later Garnet Silk as asked her to join the team. In May 2010, following the release of the Montego Bay debut album, Ifrica was the toast of the International Reggae World Music Award, which was held in Queens, New York. Montego Bay, which was one of the most popular reggae albums of 2009, garnered her 4 awards: Artist of the Year, Most Educated Artist of the Year, Song of the Year, and the Best Female DJ. The album track included Don't Sign, Far Away, In My Dreams, Lioness, and On the Rise, and Montego Bay, Coconut Shell, Yard to the East, Calling Africa, Keep It to Yourself, Streets Are Bloody, TTPNC, and the controversial Daddy, a song about incest. There were 2 versions of Daddy on the Montego Bay album, one in English and the other in Spanish. Among Africa, other hits are Served and Protect, Times Like These, Far Away, Randy, Below the Waist, and Let's Get Silly. According to a VP record release in late 2021 of April, Queen Africa was working on a new material and preparing for her forthcoming album for the label. And in February last year, Africa had also revealed that both Non-Rush Record and Organic Record were among the production house which she would be working to produce her upcoming album, which will be her first full-length project since 2017 Billboard Reggae album chart-topping album Climb. After disappearing from the social media in 2020 and seemingly taking a hiatus from public life, Africa had resurfaced in April of 2021 when she released a track for Woman, a Nina Simone cover version of an original release in 1966 on her Wild is the Wind album to mark the anniversary of the 1969 recording of jazz icon Live from Berkeley album. The track, which was produced by meditation singer Stephen Marley, was released in tribute to the legendary and American jazz singer, composer, pianist, and arranger, and was part of the 7-track reggae EP titled Celebrating Nina, a reggae tribute to Nina Simone, which also featured songs from her contemporary Cinderella and Itana and Cedine Marley. Well, it appears that Queen Ifrica is happy with this recognition, and I am too happy to see that others are now recognizing the Fire Mama for her lyrical verbosity, her courage, and because of the title and the topics that she touched on, I and I, man, have to just bestow this Fire Mama title upon her because the lioness is on the rise. The other day, I see her show a look of flesh, but hey, the lion them want to see some of that too. So, I'm glad that she never keep up the look of folly that I thought she would have tried for pushing herself. As we say, Mama don't need to be corrupted to be recognized. You are gonna take. Now, I noticed that there was an attempted, or a so-called attempted jailbreak in Jamaica. And I really hear a lot of the people them are pray the boy them are get close. I noticed that the man them try to escape out of the Portmore jail, Yagante, but it never worked out for them. It failed. So, some of the most notorious people them within Jamaica are criminals. And it appears that them try to take an early spring break or an early summer break out of the 100-man jail in Portmore. It never worked for them. It never worked at all because the great Jamaican law officers were on their alert. Yeah, man, they were on their alert, and it appears that the boy them try to cut the bars them. You understand? But some of Jamaica's most notorious in the Greater Portmore police station, better known as the 100-man police station, they try to escape and try to get back in public. But guess what? The police them intervened. Only one jail cell was affected by this attempted escape. You hear me? Source at the police station told the local newspaper that the police got information that there would be an attempt by detainees to escape the custody. The police carried out an investigation and found that the bars in the cell were tampered with. In further searching, them found out that there were hacksaw blades that were found. Them said that the people them try to cut out the bar out of the jail in 100-man cell or 100-man station. Portmore. So imagine if them a boy did get where Portmore would have turn up for sure. Because Berlinium get touched 2 times. You hear me? Berlinium get touched 2 times. And them take away the food where the Berlinium did I carry. And I just banked them that try load up. So it's been reported that some of Jamaica's most notorious, most dangerous men attempt to slide up out a 100-man jail. And if that did happen, people, me not tell you no lie, Jamaica don't get darker. And we just got through the equinox, where they them supposed to be brighter. A joke thing this. Now, I notice that some of these other islands, I don't know if I pick them or pick up the same nasty attitude as Jamaica. But me notice something. Say, all Trinidad I pick up the same thing. The other day, I St. Lucia, me say, come with the same arms house. Now, it's showing here that a man has been charged for spending some money that was not his. And that's weird, but we're going to talk about this one right here so first. We are talking about a missing 12-year-old youth here. Because I and I man not hear much about it, you know. And I noticed that from the other day, the youth here reported missing. And it's 12-year-old Mario Paisley. I don't hear nobody talk nothing about the youth, but when the girl them get missing, everybody talk about it. So I'll give a look at youth, your family, a look at strength. Because it's being reported right now for about 5 days that this local youth, a 12-year-old Mario Paisley, student of Jones Penn Spanish Town in St. Catherine, has been missing. And he's been missing since the 15th. He's of dark complexion, slim built, and about 152 centimeters, that's about 5 feet tall. Reports from the Spanish Town police are that Mario was last seen at home at about 5 p.m. wearing a grey marina and a grey shorts. He has not been heard from since. Anyone knowing the whereabouts of Mario Paisley is being asked to contact the Spanish Town Police 876-984-3205 or just call 119 and know the emergency number, or if you are rolled by a police station, let the local police know. Mario Paisley missing from March 15 and it don't look good for him. You can take because it almost 10 days now up there. It don't look good. When Jamaican youth missing over a week, I hope him just gone out and gone chill out with him brethren them gone sleep. But when I say sleep, boy family usually feel weak. Because when them put you to sleep in a Jamaica, a permanent sleep. You remember that 12-year-old child reported missing. I'm talking about Mario Paisley, Spanish Town, Jones Penn High School. It's a Jones Penn student, Spanish Town, St. Catherine. And this youth been missing from March 15. Jamaican government asked you say, for look out for the local youths them. Call the St. Catherine, Spanish Town, police 876-984-2305 or call 119 or report to the local police station. If you're same and you're a parent, bring the boy go to the station and go bring him back to his mother. And boy are old enough time them just take with themselves on purpose to make them parents worry because them are going like them a big man. Because when Jamaicans reach 12, boy, they think them big. Now, I have another report. Families and friends unfortunate. So now that 12-year-old. But that one is serious. And the way it's so serious, I St. Elizabeth, that one you there. You hear me? St. Elizabeth, Jamaica. Me have to go, John, me can't believe all of one here. St. Elizabeth, Jamaica. It's been reported that a 12-year-old girl was taken advantage of by a teenager. Now, nothing say the teenager just get away with it in a St. Bessie, because we not ramp with that. We not ramp with that. Because right now it's being reported that 2 teenage boys have been placed in custody. Why them get placed in a custody? They were charged with dealing with this little 12-year-old girl in Crooks Bottom District, St. Elizabeth. The incident is said to have taken place 2 years ago. The matter was reported to the police and the boys were taken into custody on Thursday and charged. But it take 2 years, my family and friends. Reports are that the child went to her neighbor's house to use the internet for online school. While there, a 17-year-old boy held her down and allowed a 16-year-old relative to stagger her. We would say dagger. The incident was reported to the police and the investigation was launched. The boys were subsequently arrested and charged. Their court date has not been finalized. Me want know what kind of nasty government and nasty people them here. But again, listen to me, friends. These are things that are normal, cultural. The entire Jamaica knows me a true, me a tell a no lie. Imagine a little baby girl coming up in this wicked, wicked world. And him own a people 17 and 16. Hold down a little 12-year-old. Me shock them never older than that. Because that is normalcy. The boy them and nastiness them a deal with. Imagine the Jamaican government have it legal where 16-year-old is consensual. A 2 of them pan a little 12-year-old. You should not have done it. It's embarrassing. It's atrocious. And there's no forgiving. St. Elizabeth, Crooks Bottom District, Jamaica. 2 teenage boy I go face it. Them fi face it. The 17-year-old might get 1 and the 16-year-old might get 2. All they're going to do is put them on probation and remand, and they're going to be registered. They should be documented. They should know. These things are not being promoted in Jamaica. No, not no more. Imagine Jamaica a civilized country. Imagine Jamaica a civilized world. And you are going to hold down my little 12-year-old girl a quanging from beginning till start. May I tell you straight up, me not promote a non-violence, but may I tell you the truth. May I tell you from me heart. No boy, no girl, no man, not supposed to have violate me little 12-year-old them. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to fire me a blaze pan and look up boy yeah. Because guess what? What they saying is what they're trying. This is cultural. It's normalized just by the government, making it legal for a little 16-year-old for you take talk from big man. So what that mean? Little 6-year-old a take 16-year-old a take talk from big man. Personally, at some teenager them ya, at the hold down part me no like. But you know, ladies and gentlemen, we do that in our island. Me not tell you this just for your spite. Me I tell you the truth. We do that. Hold on and take. Sometimes if you don't do that, you not get. And that them I say, I don't know if you stop promoting this kind of thing. It's illegal. Crooks Bottom District, St. Elizabeth. 2 family, at least 3. 3 family destroyed from this tragedy. Young children's lives smeared. Girls damaged forever. Children cannot return to school. Arrest made. 2 teenage boys have to answer to the law. They have been remanded and the court date have not yet been finalized. But the way the people them nasty, them probably come to a conclusion and a satisfaction out of court. And when they don't go back to court or something and run and hide. So the government them don't have no reason for charge the people. Them are high and allied. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Rastafari Soldier here of Deep Roots TV. I want you to leave your comment on this one. Let me know if I'm wrong or right. Has this been a thorn in the cultural side of our Jamaican youths them life? Have we have been neglecting our children and allow them to be taken advantage of for spite? A joke thing this we've been doing, and we all know that the Rasta man right. Crooks Bottom District in a St. Elizabeth, Jamaica. Yeah, me I talk about West Indies, the beautiful island. A 12-year-old is now traumatized, ladies and gentlemen. Why? Because some force-grown, overripe boy feel like them have the right to violate at them local young youth here. And it's not right. And it's because of cultural things, cultural way of life, things that we have set to be acceptable that are not acceptable. I come bite we now. Now, since we're speaking on the crime in Jamaica, here is a correction officer that appears him never know say although him a correction officer, him can be charged. Well, a correction officer has been charged, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, why him get charged? For the death of an inmate. And we don't play with them cause them boy a take man for bait. Because this officer seems to have taken his work and his line of duty out of hand, which it should not have happened. Definitely should not have happened. No. It appears that him not realize that him work for the people. And that it appears him not realize him work for the people. So him take matters in him own hand. Now you know say in Jamaica certain corrections officer are them are running ward. So if you want to survive, you just have to do certain things and don't make it too hard. Yeah. But at Jamaica we are talk about. Jamaica we are talk about. So when a prisoner come in and a Jamaican correction officer deal with him, depends on all the crime when him commit. You have to deal with him certain way. Now this correction officer was charged for the murder stemming from the death of an inmate. And the inmate name was Darren Brown. While in custody, he was at custody at the Tower Street Adult Correctional Center in a downtown Kingston. This happened back July 4, 2022, so I want hot day. The man get cross and mad and done him. Now the 34-year-old Adrian Morris, he was charged following a ruling that the Office of Director of Public Prosecution reports are that Morris, along with other officers, inflicted several blows to Brown, resulting in his death. a file was prepared and sent to the ODP, the Office of the Deputy of Prosecution, and the ruling was subsequently returned for Morris to be charged. An arrest warrant was executed on Thursday, that's March 16, and he was immediately placed before the court. And he was granted bail. Morris is to return to St. Andrew Parish Court Tuesday, March 16, which he did, and him get charged. So, me know say the inmates them in the jail there feel nice. Cause when them hold him, them all make sure say all of the ill treatment them where him dish out to Mr. Brown for make him die, to Darron Brown for kill him while he in custody at the Tower Street Adult Correction Center in a downtown back in a July 4, 2020. Them are going to make sure them put it on him. Now 34-year Adrian Morris don't want to go in there, so. They don't want to go in there. Because reports are that him and other officers inflicted several blows on Brown and result in his death, and this is not good. Now the Office of the Deputy of Prosecution made a good ruling because just because a man in a jail no means that you have to beat him to death. Them things that not work as some 1950s things that you are going to joke thing them depend. You cannot do that. Now, I man want to touch also upon another article that I man touch already. This article is about, Valiant. Because I notice say him up in the news and the boy I think say Rasta don't take where I deal with for clown. And I see like him a backslide and I chat about him rate Rasta and Rasta is a culture and I run off him out like say him want apologize. We don't need a one for apologize, Valiant. You can think I man don't need a you for apologize. And then you drop some word about bad mind. I one thing Rasta don't do, Rasta not bad mind ballad. I mean, not even like we use a terminology there. Because all who not run off on the mouth and attack. At this or not this Rasta, and because Kabaka is an intellectually inclined out, you are going to you want to go on like say never this, you this Rasta, so me don't touch you again. You are going to now dancehall artist Valiant has seemingly responded to the recent criticism of the music, chalking it all up to the case of bad mind. You take man for fool, who bad mind? No, you're fool. Are you are running pan Rasta thing? Red, green and gold, you know we a ball. And then you want to come style Rasta with some look of nasty blouse and skirt, hypocrite looking imagery in your thing. With some girl in some look of underwear. And some boy with some tattoo and some fake wig. You not even put no real Rasta in it, boy. What do you? You take man for fool. You take man for fool. At any time you want to fall off, you want to run in a Rasta thing. The March 5th release of the one song Rasta, which likens the non-confrontational approach of having no beef, no pasta, a way of Rasta doing, struck a nerve in the fellow artist Kabaka. Yeah, it struck Rasta nerve too. You can bring in Rasta in them thing there. First of all, you have Rasta colors in the video. Red, gold and green with ball. You take man for fall. And then you come have people in a fake wig. People who say fake locks them think a real Rasta. Don't ramp it with. Now after Kabaka, the 2023 Grammy Award winning, who told the Recording Academy that he hoped that this year Reggae Grammy nominee would inspire more positive Jamaican music, took to Twitter on March 12th to share his views that the song was offensive. Yes, it was offensive. And that it made a mockery of Rastafari faith. That's true. So now that we call you out, like me tell you, I told people Jamaican don't like foreigner, and Jamaican don't like Rastafari. Cause Rastafari burn a fire upon them. And tell the truth. When I tell the youth them for bleach, and for go quang, and for go chop. No. So you want join Rasta in I thing. I know Rasta not go for that. You take Rasta for foul. Anytime Jamaicans want clown, one person Jamaicans can unify against is Rastafari. That's why the video gone 1 point something million, because Jamaicans are going to go watch it. You take Rasta for foul. Burn a fire for a boy named Valiant. You take man for foul. You say Rasta do what you do. You have to draw Rasta imagery, draw Rasta color. You so twitch up your hair because you realize that Rasta are the biggest artist in the world. Tell every little boy and girl. Look up Bob Marley, Burning Spear and them man there. You fall. Cesar Kalanji and them man there. Bob Marley. Yeah, me say it already. All the Marley families them. Keep it on. And Rasta are the biggest artists in the world. Red, gold and green. Don't align your folly with the red, gold and green. Don't align your folly with the Rastafari. And that's what I do. So we are burn that out. We are burn that out. Of course, a Kabaka pyramid is right. You want to use Rastafarian as some mockery, and that's all uno do. Well, Mac and J Rasta, you know, Mac and J Rasta and get away with it in them time, yeah. We there, burn a fire pan and look a fall. Now, Kabaka said, when we say we now inspire the next generation, this is not what we meant. We want to inspire the next generation. This is not what we meant. Rasta is no joke. You take Rasta for joke. Rasta is no joke thing. And Jamaica now apparently alright, he wrote. On Tuesday, Valiant appeared on Instagram Live to vent his frustration about seasoned artists in the industry who are bad mind towards the younger counterpart, and he vowed never to become one of them. Listen to me, boy. Listen to me, little boy. Appear gimmicks in the pan. Rastafari a different thing, a red, green and gold with ball. You come from Jamaica. But we are Rasta, we are world international iconic member. Me just there and I meds like me just grateful for everything wagwan and thing. But more while you sit down and like you overthink, just overthink, Valiant began. Me hope when me start achieve some big things and the support still there, me no get bad mind for your younger generation, or my heart doesn't get dirty. Say some things for try tear down the dance hall where we are trying to build up. He continued. On Sunday, Kabaka had also pointed out that despite Valiant's amusement or his talent, he had to restore to gimmicks in order to get big musical break. When a man with actual talent have to sing about dunks and science, forget anybody attention that tell you more about society than the artist himself, Kabata wrote in a comment. You don't need to check on the mental health. The DJ them where get him conscious song them, wanna play them. Me never hear about him. Why is that? Am I fault me never hear about him? Look how much conscious artists are try do them thing and now get heard. And the one artist will say conscious thing right true and never run down commercially. Sham, uno a this. Uno know. Me love uno. See him where. And me a go and sell them show ya. Pan tour. What you mean? Instead of responding directly to the criticism, Valiant said he'd take the higher road and promote unity in Jamaican music. We not try to create unity in it. We are trying to create unity in the thing, and the thing work, bro. We feel positive. You have some people where you look up to and try to tear you down in the mindset that make you feel like get corrupt. Get corrupt, Fussy. Get corrupt if you want to get corrupt. He said on the live session, you're corrupt already because first of all, at this Jamaican, this and style Rasta. I know that Rasta I stand up for themselves and I tell them, they don't bring Rasta around a friggery. Now bring Rasta around a skin out thing. Leave that to Rasta. Make Rasta do that for themselves. Be yourself. Stop. Don't imposter Rasta. Don't imposter Rasta. Use a Rasta imposter, you can put on red, green, and gold because the colors are going to catch people eye and get people to dress up in a wig and tattoo up on the face so you can make people think say Rasta on a folly. Stay upon feet on a folly side. A vibe start when I end bad on a love. So no bring Rasta in a folly, valiant. Use a valiant. Use a little pure thing to Rasta. You take Rasta for fall. The St. Mary DJ also urged the young talent coming up in the industry to continue pushing their music despite what others think. Of course, we not talk about your music. We are talk about your Pharisees and scribe mind. You look a bad mind, Jamaican Buster Man T mind. You soon start push up your hair like a Rasta and go like you're a Rasta when you have y'all sit down in your face. I mean, I'm telling you that straight up. You know, it's a big disgrace. You know, running on everything for just like dollars and cents. You know, take man for fall. You're worse than Mike Pence. But just I hope said they never knew a generation to come up and do the music. Just stay focused. Yeah, stay focused. Same way, bro. Cause the cake big for everybody to eat. And a piece of food, he added. Of course, the cake big. The cake's big. But when you have this and a style Rasta and a go on like say it's not a Jamaican lifestyle for you to style Rasta, you try Rasta. That's why Kalanji have to say have some big long thing run out pan them. Cause you think say Rasta is some monk. You don't take Rasta for punk. Valiant, whose real name is Raheem Bowes, rose to prominence October 2022 after being captured on a camera engaging in a controversial at one of the music video shoot where he gibbledly altered the word Koch and hat ally. The clip went viral, resulting in many music fans seeking him out after discovering him was recording artist. In December, he took to the top 5 position in YouTube Jamaican music chart with the controversial dunks, St. Mary, Silence, North Carolina, and CIA. Well, listen to me. I congratulate Valentine, or Valiant, whatever I name, Valiants. The little bitty microscopic ants, the Valley ants. According to Valley ants, those songs which include one or more reference to lotto scamming, fraud, MDMA, Mali, Obia, spelling, casting, moderate gunplay, and or explicit sexual activity are similar to what masses in the Caribbean want to hear. However, earlier this week, the artist also became focus of a letter to the editor of the Gleaner titled Why the Dancehall Artist Valiant at UWI Carnival. The letter, written by the University of West Indies student, was an objection to the DJ performing at the UWI Mona Carnival on the bias that the song promotes scamming, violence, and drugs. Hey, that's what Jamaicans love. That's all. Listen. That's all him can sing about. Half of him can read and blouse and skirt right. That's all he can sing about. Crime. Because that's the only thing gonna promote. Crime. So when the Prime Minister run out pound, like Kabaka said, listen Kabaka Chon, God Chon, intellectual, intelligence. So you can't style up with Rasta. Right now Kabaka are the Grammy kid. Are the young kid. Kabaka are the baby in a Rasta. So when me I try telling you, you don't come tie up with the head with a red, green, and gold and come put on no wig and come in no music with no naked girl and mix up Rasta on no satanic sultry. Burn a fire upon a valiant ant or a valley ant. You want to look a baby, but bad mind. Are you bad mind? Are you covetous? Are you want to take Rasta imagery and come make a mockery of it? You take Rasta for fall. More fire upon a valley ant. You take man for fall. You really do take man for fall.
Watching Deep Roots TV.
I want to do them. So people want to leave when I comment upon a one here. Because some boy want go on like say, like some girl mentality them have. Some boy want this program and when you checking upon the disrespect when I'm dealing. You might go like, oh, I do what me that make. Don't bring Rasta in on a thing. You hear me, Jamaicans? Don't bring Rasta in on dancehall, boy. Don't bring Rasta in on a thing. You don't take man for foul. Really, you don't take man for foul. And speaking of fouls, here is Bounty Killer. Dancehall artist Bounty Killer got comical while on a talk show on I Never Knew TV. I don't know the big Rasta thing I never knew. Now Bounty was reflecting and saying that Afrobeat is a baby of dancehall and saying that there's no competition. But I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, during this recent interview, he disclosed the rise of Afrobeat and the origin of the genre currently taking over the world. Bounty was asked if he believed that the dancehall music was still a place of the international market, which emerged with the emergence of Afrobeat in this interview. Cannot by Never Knew TV veteran respond by saying, hey, yeah, Afrobeat has nothing to do with dancehall. Afrobeat is another genre, yeah. Afrobeat never come in competition with dancehall or come with intention to take something from dancehall. I don't know why people keep comparing Afrobeat and dancehall, why Afrobeat is like a baby for dancehall. It's relative. The dancehall entertainer also said that he was very happy for Africa finally has its own sound, insisting that the Africa is the birthplace of music. Bounty claimed that the main reason Afrobeat is doing so well in the international state and dancehall is because dancehall music lack creativity and the topic they are singing about are unrelatable to the global music market. And the dancehall steward explained that as Bounty continued his analysis of the current state of dancehall, the Look Into My Eyes DJ said that Jamaica music too technical to tell you all type of things, and them a sing in a metaphor like them no really want you to know what them a sing say. Why you sing to us in metaphor? You make it simple, technical, not technically, technical. This is how dancehall music is today. In closing, Bounty Killer also gives another reason why dancehall music is not reaching to a full potential state, not because of the infight within the dancehall space. When compared to the Afrobeat space, Afro artists don't fight each other. They have no beef, no pasta. See it? See the boy Bounty Killer come with the same thing and make light of Rasta. All others have is music and unity. Everybody in Africa link. Dancehall have too much segregation, too much conflict. Bounty declare. Now, I and I man have a little clip, a little synopsis out of this I Never Knew interview. I and I man will make you get a little clip out of it. And I'll take a break while it run and forward back to you because I saw the thing go. You know, I'll talk for a minute. So, I'm going to make you hear this I Never Knew interview here with Bounty. I call him Baby Killer. Because what it sounds like he's advocating for peace, unity in the dance hall. And Bounty was one of the main one that refused to allow peace in the dance hall. I mean, let me know if I am forgetting if Bounty Killer was not the one of the main warhead in a dancehall music. Because it appears now him a go on like say him is the peacemaker and him is no maker. Him is just a baby killer. That's all me can say. That's the only thing I and I man can say. So, here is Bounty on the I Never Knew interview.
is similar music, African and Jamaican music, and I'm so happy for Afro. Music originates in Africa, from the Congo beat. Africa finally has a sound. So I'm excited, and Afro not taking nothing from dancehall. Afro complements dancehall. See Nicki Minaj and Skeng there all over. On dancehall beat, it's just the topics. Dancehall artists don't have any topics. They are stupid. They are singing some regional thing, some corner argument. They're not singing household argument, where every household understand what this means. Chopper arguments, come up and corner, that not related. People can relate to that in every nation and every country. How far that goes? Fool. People is a sing for around the road. So that's why Afro leaning, Afro have topic, Afro don't even have the lyrics. Afro beat don't even have no lyrics. They have a lot of melody, groove, and topic. Yeah. That a lyrics? No, it's a topic. Yeah. We know what yeah mean. Yeah. Just a topic and the melody. Yeah. Style, melody, topic. Simple. Look into my eyes, tell me what you see. Can you feel my only lyrics that you know comparing to Burna Boy? Yeah, no. And yeah. It's a bigger song, you know. Cause yeah, he's if he catch, you know, ask how much lyrics. He does what? Yeah. One word with a lot of melody and the beat nice and full of style and groove. We don't want no more Jamaican music too technical. And the type of thing, and them are singing a metaphor like them really what you when them say, why you singing to us in metaphor? You make it simply technical, not technically technical.
Why you say Bounty him like to tell you what him can do, you know? Him tell you what him can do, or him wasn't doing, yeah.
Figure it out and puzzle it out. Nobody don't want to puzzle music. We want music to relieve our stress. We are giving music for stress out of them.
I agree with that. We need music for relieve with stress, but when you tell man to kill man, that can't relieve stress.
Mash up dancehall is the creativity. They are not creative anymore. One man want to get a ton in a song. How much nation you see a follow the little nation where you're going to sing? When you make the song...
And the man them for stop come on TV in a shots, brother. I'm going to look up it in the way of shots.
Look around a water house or down a river and I call it bed or sea view and I make the song. That's dancehall problem. The topics are limited.
Yeah, cause the people them dark.
None of chopper artists not big like Charlie Blacks. Party animal, everybody know about party.
How you mean?
Nation. Which nation don't party? Simple.
Me have to agree with Bounty serial killer asses still, you know.
Right. The argument is regional and we are singing our own dialect and we are talking to ourselves. So
yeah, and at the same thing, one thing I love with Bounty, him like to point out what him do, you know.
What's the name? Black. And you need to say, that song you catch it. Hook, black. No matter technical lie and foolish.
Yeah, and being the man have that dung part from the 90s and you just learn.
That's what the music want to go back to the simple. Why you think the 90s dancehall is the best one? Then no one no bag of technical something where I tell you if you do all this foolish. That's why 90s dancehall is the best one, because I'm not telling a lie. Just talk to you and tell you the truth.
Okay.
It's just free. No petticoat. So the artists, they are very talented, even more than me. Because the style them with them are used and different, great. But the topic is stupid. We need to look in the world and choose a topic to suit we and them. We can look around Jamaica and choose a topic that we singing around here. So it's like our music selfish. It's not making for the universe, it's making for the diaspora. It's like as far as Jamaican people there, and there's some music I make them. Because you are singing just content that suits us. How many people know what chopper mean? People don't
Me
know.
not even know what chop I mean.
Out of the dance where people think of grass hair chop.
Yeah.
You don't understand what chop mean. They tell this a scam, because the word known the word scam.
Thief, them
And
a
then
thief,
know
man.
how much
Go
people are
scam.
celebrate
Thief.
scam. Because that's a
Thief.
criminal act. So it's like a we are saying, a criminal we are sell. More beyond them foolish there, we need to fix it. We can't come with them
Darkness, them upon people. Darkness. Remember say you
So
was
the
the number
slang
one
something them,
teacher.
we
You are the
never
dark father, you know.
We want
You are the dark father.
universal topic or relatable argument.
Yeah, man, looking at your eye, man. Looking at your eye. One thing me love with Bounty Baby serial killer, you know, from I my father this whole you see, him is like a hypocrite. The biggest dancehall hypocrite. See? Remember make him continue to
It's
hear
not
him.
right. If we some better topic, dancehall is international now, you know. This is not 1996 or 98 when we are fight to get it on the international scene. It's out there now. Every nation knows dancehall music. And another thing, Afro artists don't fight each other. There's no beef,
You hear
no
that?
pasta.
Aye.
All they have is
No beef and no pasta. You see this folly here?
everybody Africa link.
I him create the
Dancehall
most
have
beef
too much segregation,
in a
too
dancehall.
much conflicts.
No Bounty Killer create the most beef in a dancehall for the last 30 years.
For artists, work on together, collaborate. We dancehall artists, segregate, fight.
And
So,
you
Mr.
create that. From Baby Sham
Just
to
like
Lexus.
Rock and Pop, they all collaborate.
to Elephant
Call
Man
it can call every big artist and put them on
to
one
Beanie Man.
track. We can't call every big dancehall artist and put them on one. You mad? Cause
No, because Bounty Killer go same now go on Beanie track.
dancehall just. And you know, and tell you what, it's not just the money. No care much money we pay every dancehall artist, them now go on
A
one.
bad
Right
mind
now.
and pride.
Man, I've called pride and ego.
Yeah.
Artists and them and get paid them gone. Them no business if them and them and they are beef. So our artists them don't think for the music, don't stand them think for them.
Well,
them
that's all a
themselves.
depraved person have his pride, you know.
So
That's all.
everybody I do for themselves what them now do for the music. It's just like 96 when me and Beanie in the heart of a rivalry.
Yeah.
Dennis Brown had a song. Do you know what it means
Rasta.
to have a revolution? And Bulby called me and called Beanie and said, one of the 12 up on the song.
A long time
we
if
are
you have a
rivals.
revolution.
You know, so I'm trying to make a song to call the
A
truth.
mental revolution,
How many
people.
never into Beanie? But me into the song because this makes sense with you. And Beanie never into me. But he was into the song because this is a situation that we want to diffuse. Because we did the interview on the radio and the TV me in the morning when me and Beanie go on it. Because they said the kids that Edith Dalton James and Prem Call primary was conflicting because Bounty and Beanie. So we go and we try to diffuse it on the television and then the producer said they want to make the song. We never make it because we like each other or we care about each other. We are making it
No.
because situation
Because
occur
the war they don't
and the
turn
music
pound sooner
has
or
to fix.
later.
So sometimes we have to put ego
Either
aside.
the police don't know or the
and
government
wait for the
don't know
music
or
and the
somebody
people.
in where war
These
don't know.
artists don't do nothing for the music nor the people. Every Jamaican rather fight against each other than fight for each other.
Oh.
That's all we do. Right now, if you go to the road and demonstrate, no labor right now demonstrate because they must have labor right in a power. So a man want demonstrate for him party and not for him country.
You see?
When rice raise and a chicken back or flour raise, PMP and GLP have to pay for that. So why when if you demonstrate a PMP or GLP if you demonstrate one of the whole way I go through it? What's the Jamaica people stupid and stay? This is how we grow. We don't know what why. Jamaica people just fight each other. They don't like each other.
You hear
Just
that?
in traffic, no one try to go. Not even a
I'm
little
glad
past
him a tell you the
them,
truth.
Jamaica people selfish. Them don't help each other, babes. That's just Jamaicans. They rather fight against each other than fight
Wow.
for each other. I live it.
Speak the truth.
I know them.
That's a good topic. So that's artists to learn their art and their craft. Is there any dancehall workshops like how you'd have Edna Manley would have building bands and stuff like that? Do they do any fraternity or schools that help?
Jamaica have nothing. Jamaica have nothing. And the government don't do nothing to music. They don't do nothing for music. Almost industry inside I would have come up and said, let's do that. But there is no support from Minister of Entertainment or Culture. I mean, I know them name.
I do that, Babsy.
But music like keep seminars or workshop, no. The conference keep what they are Shaggy and Sharon Burke, them keep it. But the government not have no input in it. Them not do nothing for music or entertainment. Nope. We don't get no support.
That is a shame, people. It's a shame to know, say, Jamaica can have such an industry and nothing. No support. No support. A bounty killer that you hear, I call him bounty bear serial killer because I know all the negative songs them where him sing help deteriorate the mindset and the cultural aspect of my country. Create crime. And now that he's going old and grey haired upon him face, him I try act like him I do something good for mankind, but I burn out bounty baby serial killer a long time because I know what his words, what his music was doing. All the one vibe start well and end bad, not found no like his teaching, his bleaching teaching, and his criminal ways, me put a fire upon them. Because in today's days, we see the residual, we see the effect, we see the fallout that's going on. Right now we are desensitized from violence and we have no love left. And see a man them will cause and create the mindset is telling the people them that want to get what them get, the fame, the money, to stop it. It not gonna work, family. You are beat up your lip for no reason. Afro beats, a true Afro beats now eat like how dancehall been eat. Afro beats, Africa bigger and greater than Jamaica. I agree. Africa is the originator of music, but Afrobeats is melodious. Afrobeats have coordination. Afrobeats have choreography. Afrobeats have tune where will last forever. Dance hall is about stabbing beats. Dur, 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 dur. Actual instruments, rhythms being played. All them producers do is play some little, them a play some little Fruity Loop computerized beats. Them not play no instrument, so the feel is not there. The talent is being lost because of the music make the artist, and the artist make the music. Check some of the first Kalanje rhythm them, and check the one them where them depend now. They don't make a lot of sense. So I'm not going to gravitate the energy. The rhythm is the wind of the world. The rhythm is the sun, give you the soul. So if them a play ping pong, or some little software instrumental and some little loops, we're not going to get the true feeling that we're supposed to deliver to the youth. Bounty killer, moderate you from a little youth. Now that we are old enough to overstand that you was a brute, you teach our brothers and sisters how to be unquote, how to kill each other, how to pop it off, look into my eyes, and then show it. Ladies and gentlemen, big up my artists. I win. Big up Sister Kalanje. Yeah, big up Bob Marley and the rest of them. Keep it on them. Keep burning the fire. Yeah, now bagger wire. I know he see that he's a liar. Look into him eye. He must say Afrobeats is not competing with dancehall. A lie you tell. Because in a few years Afrobeats have appeared on the scene and is now challenging dancehall. So like me I say, with the flattering lips and the deceiving tongue of our own people, lying, claiming to be victim, acting like they have solution when they are the same problem. They matriculate and perpetuate the same negativity that they try to burn out now when are them from 90s, 2000, and all know still a fight against the young youths them. More life, more joy, more happiness. I'm Rastafari Soldier here of Deep Roots TV, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in with me. Thank you for being so patient. As you see, I'm just getting to a point where I could do multiple at one time, you know, topic stories. Every time the computer kind of lock up and freeze up, or I don't know what I'm doing, can't find certain things. But, you know, I'm in the studio. Thanks for tuning in to the Rastaman on YouTube, Deep Roots TV, more life, more joy, more happiness. You know it's Rastafari Soldier. Make sure you hit that red subscribe button, leave your comment, and make sure you stay blessed. More life.
So from them mix with the fire, them have to mix with the lightning. Them mix with the lightning, them have to mix with the thunder. Them mix with the thunder, them got to mix with the world. And they so black people put the wicked them under. Hey Babylon, me see them a fret and them a wonder. Who flashy like them and who roll the thunder. Deep Roots flashy like them and him roll the thunder. Babylon, me see that them a panda. Look how much of the youth them will them fret and look how much them put under. How much of the youth them will them send a dove cut ya. Where Babylon the fire burn no longer. Babylon Deep Roots full of say you can't turn ya. Fire key, Rastaman and a real fire key. Whoa, fire key, Rastafari Soldier and fire key. Yeah, bang bang bang, I can't wait yeah.
Pick up Deep Roots TV. Respect, make sure to tune in the year every time.
Yeah man, big up the Deep Roots TV, Caution Sesame.
Big up Deep Roots TV.
Yo, this one is for the youths. Yeah, you're watching Deep Roots. I know you're cute.
Deep Roots TV.
Big up Deep Roots TV.
Shout out to Deep Roots, bro. Shout out to Deep Roots TV.
Tune in to Deep Roots TV. Log in, subscribe, online, YouTube.